What's up, guys? Welcome back. As you can see, I'm back from my little 2-week hiatus. We are back up on the Blue Ridge Parkway. This is a continuation video of a couple videos back when we went to Cades Cove in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We're going to the Cherokee or North Carolina side of the national park this weekend, and we're going to stay at a campground called Smokemont. So let's head over there and let's get checked in. Alright guys, I am sorry for the hiatus in videos. I went through a little medical thing a couple weeks ago. I'm for those that don't know, highly allergic to bees, like hospital trip allergic. Well, a couple weeks ago I got stung in the back of the head, and anybody knows about the back of the head, the neck, that's not a great place to have an allergic reaction to something. So it didn't turn out to be too bad at the time, but a couple days later I had an adverse reaction to it, and long story short, I ended up at the hospital on steroids and antibiotics, and so I just wasn't feeling that great, and so I just took a little time off from film. I still worked, you know, I still had to pay the bills, but I took a little time off from camping and traveling and fishing and all that fun stuff. But we're back now. Like I said, we're heading over to the North Carolina side of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park to one of the bigger campgrounds on that side called Smokemont. Let's get down here and let's get, well, you know what? I can't check in till like 2 o'clock. So let's go do some exploring before we head to the campground. Alright guys, when you come into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park from the Cherokee or the North Carolina side, you're going to come across the Lufty Visitor Center and Mountain Heritage Museum. And this is a free exhibit. It's like a living history working farm kind of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go check that out and just see what we can find. Plus I got to go in the visitor center here to see if I check in here or up at the campground, because I'm really not sure. This is also one of the best places where you can view the Cherokee herd of elk. If you get here early in the morning, there's a ton of elk show up in this area. Hey, I'm checking into Smokemont at the campground up there. Do I check in here or do they have a spot up there? Okay, okay, all right, thank you. It really doesn't hurt anything that it is a super nice day out here today. Not too hot, no rain. Alright, let's go check out this Mountain Heritage Museum and exhibit. For some of y'all that's been with my channel for a little while, you'll know that I did a video up in the area, which is actually another part of the national park called Cataloochee Valley, and it's another elk herd. But we went up there and did some exploring and did some hiking, and they have like the original homestead houses from the time that area was settled, and you can actually go in all those old houses and churches and schools that's up in that area. You ever get a chance, you need to go up there and check that place out. chickadees. I don't have no food for you. And I gotta tell you, as someone that is from Western North Carolina and Appalachia, like, this is part of my history and my heritage. My family, I have family that has settled part of Western North Carolina way back when. When settlers first came over here, we had family settle this area. And some of my ancestors actually had farms and setups like this. And it's just wild to be able to walk through and look at some of this stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm a hillbilly, and I'm okay with it. Does anybody in the comments know what this is? Now, I'm old, but I'm not that old, but I've actually used one of these before. If y'all know what this is, put it in the comments and tell me. I want to see who knows. I'll give you a hint. You put the product in and rotate it. You coming with me? Come on. You can hang out with me. Here's another look at the other side of the main house. Now they got them some, what looked to be, once upon a time, beehives over there. You know, as per my other story, we're not going to walk over there and check it out. So that was a little look at the Mountain History Museum here. It's a, I don't know if it's a recreation of a mountain farm, but the structures are original. They may have just been moved here. But you ever come to Great Smoky Mountains National Park and or Cherokee, come check this out. It's a pretty cool little walkthrough, and it doesn't take long. It's free, and it's a great look at the past and my hillbilly roots. So come check it out. Oh, there's the old plywood palace. Let's get us a water and then get back on the road. Oh yeah. It's a break, get us some water, and we'll get back on the road. We're so close, dang. There's some air going in here. Away we go. If it's kind of midday, but if I see an elk herd, I will stop and video for you guys. I promise, I always do. There is an historic Mingus grist mill up here, but I showed that in another video, so I'm not going to stop this time. but just trust. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little hike too, to go check out the mill and the surrounding area. Alright guys, we have made it to our campsite here at F6 in the Smokemont campground in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Let's check out the digs. Nice little setup, fire ring, plywood palace, and I have my very own access to the creek. And you know I'm about to put on some different shorts and go get in this water. Oh yeah. I am definitely coming to play in the creek. So this is a pretty nice little campground. I realized I forgot a few things, but it's okay. I forgot my chair, forgot my camp table, but I got a picnic table to sit at. It's not that big a deal. This is the site. It's not bad. Kind of like it. Still a little bit warm though. I thought up here would be a little bit cooler, but nah, it's just as warm up here as it is at the house. Maybe in a little bit we'll walk around and check out the whole campground, or I'll drive around and show you the campground. They got bathrooms, ranger station, place to dump station, water, all that stuff here. These are primitive sites, no electric, no hookups, but the section of the park I'm in is F section, and that is, God dang it, that is RVs only. So no tents, nothing like that over here in this section. Yeah, let's get set up and enjoy the rest of the day. Man, that creek felt so good. I'm thinking about putting on my swimming trunks and going and laying down in it. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, we got our swimming trunks on. We got our water shoes. We're going to go get in this creek. And I ain't talking about just knee deep either. We're going to get in. Whew, it's gonna be cold. I don't think I'm cut out for cold plunges, but it's nice, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna turn the camera off, but I'm gonna get back in. Well, that was quite refreshing, needless to say. Tell you what, let's get ourselves together, go explore the campground, and then we'll come back and hopefully be time to make dinner. And what are we doing for dinner tonight? Yeah, camp and cook show. We're going to try my hand at making steak quesadillas. I don't think I've ever made a quesadilla in my life, but we're going to try tonight. I don't know, every time I go to a camping or I go to a campground that has facilities, I know people are interested in what the facilities are and what they look like. So we're going to go check these out. Oh, that's the female side. Okay, there's nobody in here. I mean, got flush toilets. Not bad. It's clean. Whoever's keeping up with the bathrooms doing a good job. They're pretty clean. They smell clean. The only thing is, the way this bathhouse is located, oh, there's a dishwash station. That's pretty cool. The way this bathhouse is located, you kind of have to walk through. Well, no, there's a path right here. You got to go in between campsites to get here. Which, I mean, I guess it happens a lot. I mean, as far as campground goes, this thing's nice and well maintained. I mean, like, the only downside is in my campsite where I have to back in where it's paved. It's kind of a mud hole right there, like some water and mud is collected, but it is what it is. I'll say this about this campground. It is huge. There's a ton of spots here. Tents, campers, whatever you got. They've got several different bathroom and facilities. I don't think any of them have a shower though. I don't think they have shower facilities. Like I said earlier, there's no power, electric, or hookups. They do have a dump station if you have an RV, but there's no power hookups or none of that. There is, like right over here, there's like water well pumps that you can get water from. Tell you what I will do, right up here somewhere, I'll put a picture of the map of the campground so you can see all the sites and everything. It's starting to rain now. Great. But the problem is, I gotta get back to the campsite. I left a bunch of stuff sitting out. It's not quite time to start cooking yet, but it is time to start drinking. I mean, that's essential, isn't it? You go camping, crack a cold one. I do. Cheers. Sure wish I hadn't forgot my camp chair. Alrighty guys, as you can see, we've got everything set up, or as good as I can, to start dinner. I'm going to try to make quesadillas. How well this is going to work, I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot. Alright, let's get this party started. Our hand sanding. I'm hitting everything with the elote powder. Woo. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh yeah. Look at that. Boy, yeah. Hell, I might get the hang of this cooking one day. I like salsa verde. Anybody that's ever traveled out west to like New Mexico, Arizona, there's a real green chili, red chili thing going on out there. And ever since I've gone out there, I've always leaned towards the green chilies and the salsa verde. Just my pick. You can't go wrong with either, but I like the green chilies better. Dang it, man. Bad. I got the first one a little done, but I think it's okay. Well, as you can see, we have settled into the Plywood Palace for the night. Good dinner, good evening. I even went out to get some reception to call home just to check in, and got to see a whole herd of elk with their babies. I'll put that clip somewhere in here. Listen, if you guys are enjoying the content and the camping and the travel, hit the subscribe button. It's free, I promise. But with that being said, it's time to turn in for the night.